Okay, episode 10. We're getting into the final stretch. Things are looking a little dicey with Roberto and Meryl right now. They were abducted from ship 3. We don't have time to play around anymore. Not that we ever were. Without further ado... Wolfwood does not know how to ride an ostrich horse. Right, rescue mission is underway. Ooh, is that July? Built in the ragged bones of a crash? That's sick. Didn't Wolfwood help raise those little ostrich creatures at the orphanage? How does he not know how to ride one? Here's some art that I did recently. If you want to see more of this, you can follow me on Instagram or commission me. Pay me money and I'll draw you something. That is true. So it would seem. If they can't make any changes, then yeah. They're gonna use up the plants anyway? They're not trying to save them somehow? Yeah, people are trying to make change. This guy creeps me out. I don't like him one bit. Oh, this is fun. Looks seedy as heck, but fun. Oh, she's the water capital of the world. And I bet this cross-shaped tower is where the Eye of Michael runs business. I mean, Wolfwood's basically done his job, right? He got Vash to... I was not expecting that. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh man. Wolfwood just hit him in the face. This is so unserious. Okay, so Wolfwood has basically done his job, right? He's supposed to make sure that Vash got to July. I mean, he's not in nice hands right now, but like, we're really coming down to the wire here regarding Wolfwood's allegiances. And then Vash had to just dad sneeze and take me right out of it. I was gonna like go into it. I was gonna say something serious. He doesn't even have his hood up or anything. His face is just out, even though he's... Ooh, grappling hook. That's fun. He didn't do it. Oh. That's the guy that shot him. Probably feeling some type of way about the way that Vash didn't even react and just kind of let it happen. Did he let himself get shot on purpose? Because his arm can block bullets. I mean, clearly he didn't want Wolfwood breaking out the Punisher and causing a scene in the middle of the city, but... It would work at an exponential rate, no? Episode 10, Humanity. What does he mean, humanity? Change humanity so they can survive? Without plants? Yeah, okay. Ooh. I mean, he hasn't succeeded. Yeah, Roberto has known something's up with Wolfwood. Okay, they're like impervious to dying or whatever, but they still need food and drink, no? And they're all incredibly unstable. I don't know if that's exactly the kind of population you want to build a lasting humanity. Thank you for not. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of patchwork. Yeah, he's willing to bear the scars. Not the answer I was expecting, but... Yeah, Nico, I don't think you fooled anyone. Maybe Meryl. Oh, good grief. Yeah, it's giving eugenics. Oh, why don't you ask them about that? You don't even give them names. You don't let them keep their names. That's demeaning. Tougher in body, incredibly fragile in their mind. Yeah. It's a tree of life. It's a defining characteristic of humans and all life that we need to eat and drink to survive. I don't think that all the technology in the world could change that. That goes for the show and for real life. Oh no. Are they making... like a human plant hybrid? Or are they producing independence? Okay. Yeah, those are full-on children. So I bet that little girl that's with them isn't an independent. She's one of those plant chimeras. Luita's looking very far into the future too. Like, I don't think that this particular plan would work any faster or better than Luita's flowers plan. Playing God is a dangerous, dangerous thing to do. Narratives always punish people who try to play God, and justly so. Ooh. Is that the same little girl or a different one? I think it's the same one. Yeah, you've created this thing and now you can't control it. And she may very well hate you for what you did. At least with the Flora plan, nobody's getting hurt, nobody's getting experimented on. My goodness. Oh, nice shot, man. Where is Copy? He's so real for that. I love that musical theme. Good thing she put some clothes on. I have a bad feeling about this. Vash is in no shape to make a daring rescue right now. Oh, that's low. That's low. It's working though. is. Let's go. Millions nails is toast. That was great. That was so good. Oh, did he get hit? He probably knows. Oh yeah, he did get hit. Oh, but his nails are huge. I thought they were like little. Those still look good. his reflexes weren't up to snuff. Oh, if you pull it out, he's dead immediately. Just take it. Man, pour one out for our boy. The passing off of the gun is now symbolic of Meryl taking agency over her own life, and within the narrative, I think she's going to become much more of a main character instead of just a supporting character, because we just lost one of our supporting characters. Jump scare. Learn a new song. You know one thing. I thought there was like a statue above his piano. A statue of a plant. I think it might have been a real plant. That looked like an emaciated, dead plant husk. How is he... His plan is making less and less sense to me, because I thought he was trying to save plants, but he's using them up, using their last run. I thought he knew somehow how to like keep them alive better, but he's still consuming them. But people also only live because other people live. She's going back. He doesn't know what to make of that. I think Wolfwood's so hung up on this like not killing anybody thing that he sort of fails to see the heart behind it, which is just Vash's kindness to treat every single person, including Wolfwood himself, including the little girl, with kindness. As I'm going over this in the edit, I really felt like the first time through I didn't explain myself very well. So I'm gonna attempt again. See, Wolfwood is not wrong, but he is upholding the status quo of the world that they live in. Vash is trying to change the world, and so of course he behaves in such a nonsensical way because he doesn't want to contribute to the violence. And Wolfwood thinks that's selfish. See, the thing is, Vash already knows. He already knows that he's only alive because someone else died for him. He has to live with the guilt of Rem's death every single day. But what he does with that is the opposite of what Wolfwood does. Rem died to save him and Nye because she loved them so much. It was her willing sacrifice that let them live. There's a world of difference between someone's willing death in order to keep a loved one alive and someone going trigger happy because they're afraid that if they don't, that they instead are going to get hurt. And so, yes, Vash is timid to a fault. And yes, he lets himself get hurt over and over again, but that's because he's emulating the sacrifice that Rem gave for him. He doesn't mind having to take on all the sins of the world if it means that the world and the people that he loves could be saved through it. And it is slowly but surely changing Wolfwood. I don't know if you've ever been treated with so much undeserved kindness that you start to feel disgusted. Disgusted by the kindness and disgusted with yourself. And Vash isn't about to start an argument about it right now. Not after Wolfwood has kept him safe all this time and is leading him straight to the belly of the beast. He simply returns this Judas kiss with gratitude. And it's so far out of left field, so far from the paradigm that Wolfwood has constructed for himself. This false equation of killing others equals surviving. Like, the only reason Wolfwood isn't dead at this point is because he's superhuman. Wolfwood has a much more minimal regard for human life because I don't think he regards his own very much at all. Part of that is because when he gets shot, he can just shoot up some drugs and be fine. But also I think it's just because he's a broken man with a lot of blood on his hands. Wolfwood doesn't even need to come clean to Vash about his real motives because Vash has seen right through him already and has still chosen to be kind to him, to thank him, to love him. And Wolfwood just has no response for that. I want him to sit down and join him at the piano. Ooh.
人間だって望んで彼女たちを消費してるわけじゃない。お前は何をしに来たんだ。
To see you.
プラントを返してもらいに来た。各地で起きてる強奪事件。あれもない。君だろ。俺は差別され虐げられていた仲間を救っただけだ。ない。僕たちだって人間と共に生きられる。お前が人間を救いたいのは愛しているからじゃない。150年前の墜落を帳消しにしたいだけだろ。
That's just manipulation. It's not true. Sure, maybe he is just trying to atone. But how could that be wrong?
契約完了だ。持っていきなさい。
Master's contract.
こないな紙切れ一枚何の役に立つ。忘れへんぞ。俺がワイにしたことも、リビオにしたこともな。
Break free. You can do it. Wolfwood will be back, for sure. His discontentment with how he's been treated and how Livio's been treated and his fascination with Vash, even if he thinks Vash is insane. Like, that didn't happen all for nothing. He's gonna turn back around, like he always does. Who's that?
まさかないあの大墜落を選ぶがいい無様に死んだ数十万人名を連ねるかそれとも生きてシナーズの罪を償う
This dynamic is a lot more interesting than I thought.
私たちは君たちに取り返しのつかないことをうないは終わらないいくら償っても人間は死ぬまでお前の罪を許さない確かに人間は犠牲なしじゃ生きられないでも前に進もうとあがいてる
We've seen that in small ways. It takes a while, but it's possible.
お前は病気だ今楽にしてやる
That was a funky chord.
お前を作り変える俺のような完璧なインディペンデンスによせすべてはイーブンに戻る
At this point in the story, it's hard to see any way that Vash can be effective against Nai, either in battle and skill or in words and belief. At least in this episode, we don't really get to see Vash articulate why he believes so strongly in the things that he believes. We have Wolfwood and Nai, and even Meryl, the way that Wolfwood's monologue was over Meryl's scene with the gun, they all bring up valid counterpoints, and Vash has not yet given a defense. And I'm willing to bet that that's a narrative choice, that he doesn't get to have his big hero moment until later. But he just seems so out of his depth when it comes to Nye. Maybe because he's scared, I don't know. But the gentleness with which he treats Wolfwood and the girl and everyone else is enough to make me root for him and enough to put my full confidence in him. He wouldn't treat them like that if he didn't love them, even if they are his enemies. I don't know how much of Nye's love for Vash still remains. His love now seems very selfish and conditional, as if he can only love Vash when Vash becomes someone that he deems worthy. The Nye of episode 9 was still so full of love and fear and uncertainty and a lot of those much more human elements. And now he's spent 150 years purging himself of those things. Vash's love for Nye is still there, but he just doesn't have the power or the agency right now to do anything with it. Nye's still so much stronger than him. And I think he's going to need to figure out the gate stuff in order to be able to get anything done. Vash's words are heard and taken to heart most often when he is able to demonstrate some kind of power behind those words. Everyone laughs at him when he runs away and refuses to shoot. But when he does shoot and disarm and nobody gets hurt and he demonstrates his very real skill, then people start to listen. I think maybe a display of power and mercy might be the starting point to start to chip away at the cracks in Nye's knife blanket. That was a lot to take in. Thanks for accompanying me on my journey. Can't wait to be back for the next one.